Hello and welcome back to Dial H for Heroclix. I'm your host, Kalder and Ian. This episode we're going to be talking about Collector's Trove and all sorts of cool stuff in the world of Heroclix. This is episode 545. Howdy, let's get rowdy.
Do you really want to CLIXYS?
Leadership.
Roll a six, make a move extreme.
Token up.
Taking action from your team. I go straight to your start. Hypersonic speed.
Roll a 5.
Getting brave, hitting blades, claws, fangs.
KO.
Stick and move, click a few just to hit a stop. Need a 3 CCE on a flurry close.
Tear your dials apart.
Once the timer starts, do you really want to CLIXYS? What's going up must come down. Do you really want to CLIXYS? Baby, you got us bound. Find the word to soon become. You're the best, the judge is wrong, but you left line the damage on. Roll your dice for initiative, son.
Dial H for Heroclix is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock every day, including all the latest Heroclix singles and sealed products. Make sure to check them out at CoolStuffInc.com. Use code DIAL5, DIAL5, for 5% off your Cool Stuff Inc. order. You can go to shop.whizkids.com if you want Heroclix straight from the source. You can use code DIALH10 for 10% off your order there. Not available with certain Iconics pre-orders and other promotions. Joining me like always in the studio is Ian Eggleston. What's going on, Ian? It has been that kind of week.
My soul
has
left my body. Kind of by choice. I sold it, guys. That's the news.
Sold it.
This
sold
week.
it to a free game, Ian.
I sold it. So, this week's What Made Us Happy, we are replacing with Marvel Rivals. Talking.
Let's do the Marvel
and
Rivals.
Who knows? Maybe week to week we'll still be talking about it. We did this with Marvel Snap for a while.
We did.
We know how that went. Do you still play that?
I actually have fully deleted it off my phone.
There we go.
Have not wanted to play it in like 2 weeks.
Sunken cost fallacy at its finest. So maybe Marvel Rivals is the next sunken cost. But for now, that ship is sailing, baby. This game rocks.
It rules.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was coming out. Got a message saying like, yeah, let's play Marvel Rivals. I was like, all right. All of a sudden we had like 5 people in a lobby just jamming out. This game is, I've already had so much more fun playing this game than I ever have with Overwatch.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, dude.
Overwatch
Instantly.
was like a good time.
Yeah.
This is just fun.
Well, it's like I care about these characters. Like,
Yeah.
case in point, Overwatch has not a character I care about anymore. They all just kind of like,
Yeah, they're
are
forgettable.
meh. Just forgettable. They look glossed over, futuristic-y BS, so generic. But like, these are Marvel characters that I love.
Yeah.
And man, the mechanics are so fun and so good for every character. I like the creativity with like making
Everything's
certain
broken,
characters.
so nothing's broken.
Yeah, it all feels.
It all feels really good to play. Everyone feels like, from what I've played, like unique.
Yeah.
And it's like, sure, there's some like kind of one-to-one copies with Overwatch, but for the most part, some kits are like mixed between characters. Some are like completely unique.
I like the mixed kits a little bit, but I think there's just plenty of unique stuff where I don't feel bad. Like, I don't feel like this is like a rip-off of Overwatch or any other like hero shooter, class-based shooter, whatever.
And everyone's saying like, it's the competition between the two. I think you can enjoy both. I really think like Marvel Rivals, even, it's still early on, so it's hard to tell. People will get better at the game. But I think overall, this is casually much more enjoyable.
Oh, dude, way more fun.
Like, way more fun than Overwatch
Oh my gosh,
is.
way more fun.
So, this game rocks. I love Moon Knight.
Yeah, about to say, let's get into our mains. Who are we playing? Who are we having fun with?
Dude, Moon Knight, he's not broken. Anyone who's saying he's broken, you just don't know how to play against him. That's the reality of it. For any League of Legends players out there, I would say he's the equivalent
Take a shower,
to
first
Master
off.
Yi. Yeah, take a shower.
Okay.
You ever
Continue.
flex on a League player by showering? But yeah, like Moon Knight, his damage against teams when they're clumped up is just insane. You don't need to have great accuracy because you can just bounce like his crescents off the Ankh. You can do insane damage in a game. He has crazy carry potential. But the thing
Hearing
is,
you go, I can bounce it off the Mystics team ability.
Yeah.
It's like everybody in the chat. It's so funny, dude.
it's like it's called an Ankh. It's like, oh, I did not know that. That
So
makes
good.
sense why it's called Ankh. But yeah, Moon Knight is a blast to play. Like, he has been, I think like 80% of my playtime is on Moon
gosh.
Knight, and the other like 20% is Venom. Venom is a great like dive tank. He can, and then it's like I have a shield when I get low, which is based on how low you are, and then you also have the web swing to get out. So you just get to
That
go
web
in.
swing is insane, dude.
It's like
He
every
just
5 seconds.
teleports
too.
away. He's
Yeah,
just like, oh, he's
so,
gone. Yeah.
So you just go in, dive a support, mess them up, peace.
Yep.
And yeah, that's been a lot of fun. But the only bummer right now is that they have a black and gold Moon Knight skin for hitting gold and ranked. So like when we started and I didn't know about this skin, I was like, I'm never touching ranked. I don't care about this. Saw the skin, now I got to sweat.
Yep.
So instead of locking in tonight on Marvel Rivals, we are doing this. We're doing the podcast. Okay?
We're doing a lot tonight.
We're doing a lot tonight.
We are doing a lot. We're locking in for Heroclix right now. So.
Had to remind ourselves multiple times. No rivals.
No rivals. I mean, last night was supposed to be a lock-in night.
It was supposed to be
a rivals night,
but
it was a rivals night, and that's okay. And that's okay.
Yeah, yesterday
we're getting it done now.
Yesterday was rough. It was a rough day. So I walked in. I was like, rivals.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, I was like, okay, let's do it. It's like instantly booted up. Got a squad. Got our like.
We had
six
people
instantly.
immediately. It's like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it ruled.
Everyone's playing this. If you haven't tried it, if you like the hero shooter genre, I know people have. I mean, I've heard mixed reviews about it already, but a majority like so positive. Like every person I work with. Just about, like, I go over to Starbucks in the morning.
Yeah.
My morning. 2 in the afternoon. And I was talking to some of the employees there. They're like, yeah, you playing Rivals yet? I was like, don't even ask. Like, obviously. So talk with them. Go to the front desk. They're like, you playing Rivals yet? I'm like, yes. Bar staff, oh, yeah, we're playing Rivals. So, like, everyone's like, what's your idea? I was like, honestly, like, I already have a full party.
Yeah.
I can't even play with you guys. I'm sorry.
Sorry, fellas.
So getting locked out. Well, who are you playing, Calder?
That reminds me. Okay, yeah. So I'm obviously playing Captain America. I have insane character bias. I never play tanks in games. I almost always exclusively play like DPS or something. I've never been like a tank guy. I've never been like a heavy weapons guy.
The tanks are fun in this game.
Tanks are fun, dude. The tanks
They're
are fun.
so fun.
Tanks in Overwatch like aren't fun to play. I guess
No.
Ramatra is fun. I do like him. Or
Tanks in general are not fun.
But I usually don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy like soaking up damage. But like Captain America, don't get me wrong. I lost like the first 4 or 5 games, like just horribly as Captain America before I really got into it. But like figuring out the first attack, second attack, shield bounce, it bounces off walls. Oh my gosh! Finally, like, yeah, it feels so good to play Captain America. I love the shield mechanic. I love that he's fast. I love that he has like one of the only sprints in the game. I love that he has that shield star dive. I love that he has charging star in his kit. Like, I love Captain America's kit. And then, playing with Thor eventually when you finally get like I can just throw the shield feels so good.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was first just missing so much. I was like, dude, why can't I just whip the shield at somebody? But then you get into how you should play him and like the way you want to play him. So like dive in there, mess you up, take a few hits.
Yeah, he's another tank who's just so good for, all right, I'm going to go straight for your backline, harass you, and I'm out.
And then I'm out, yeah.
Which is my favorite
Being able
tank.
to
Tank
just
assassin.
Retreat, heal up, and then get right back into it. Let your shield recharge, block a ton of damage for your team. I love playing as Captain America. It is a blast. I was going to force myself to love it, and I'm glad that it's easy to love him anyways, because he's just like a good, solid character to play. So I've just been jamming nonstop Captain America. And honestly, that is like every game. I've given very few other characters like a chance. But why?
Honorable mention to Punisher.
Oh yeah, shout out Punisher. Dude, he's just so good.
He's just
vanilla.
He's just balling.
He's just a vanilla guy, and I like vanilla ice cream. He's just like, I got a gun and I shoot people with it. And it's like, all right, Punisher, I see you. I see you, Frank.
Big
he actually
damage.
does just rock. Just big damage. The shotgun. The best
Underrated.
Oh, it's so underrated.
People don't
switch to
it's
it
like,
nearly enough.
What?
It's one of the best shotguns in gaming too. It feels good to shoot, and it just has a good good amount of damage. It does so much damage.
You can usually the lower health characters, you can 2-pump
them, yeah,
and they're dead. If you crit them, you can sometimes pretty much just one shot them.
Yeah.
If they have any damage on them at all, it's like, see ya. It's like, that's what a shotgun should do.
It feels good. Oh yeah, shotgun should be as soon as I'm here to you,
bam.
Very close listener, boom, just explode your head, right? Punisher rules. I love Winter Soldier conceptually, and I want to get better at him. Really,
he's really hard.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that they made his gun not hit scan. His gun's a projectile.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he has it doesn't have a drop on it or anything, but it has it doesn't hit right away. It has travel time.
I love that.
But the thing is if you're good with him, I mean, I've seen some people just be combo machines.
Oh, dude, you
get that alt going, and it's just because he can repeat it every time he hits you.
Again, I love it, dude.
You can another thing. I had a Winter Soldier on my team who was consistently hooking a tank, and right after he'd hook him, he'd place himself so he could do his punch uppercut. And the tank would just be in our team. Insta-dead tank.
Whoa.
So Winter Soldier can just
that's sick.
Create a 5v6 instantly if your team... Because he can just pull them from the healers. and then they die.
Yeah.
Another thing, too, is Penny Parker. Got to talk about her quickly. I still haven't played her, but oh my gosh, there's no way this character is not busted.
Oh, see, so I don't understand at all how her kit works, and I was playing her,
Busted.
and I'm like, I hate this character. I was like, I do not find this fun whatsoever. She does not feel fun to play.
Like, her kit is just crazy. Like,
The stuns are insane.
every single ranked game I've played 10 ranked games now. Again, got to get that Moon Knight skin. I don't want to do this, but I have to sweat. Every
You
single
are
one of
sweating.
them,
I'm looking.
one or
Ian
two
is visibly
pennies.
Sweating.
1 or 2 pennies in every single lobby.
Really?
And it's annoying.
Yeah.
Like the whole poison floor she drops.
Oh, yeah.
Another thing you can do, I saw like a video of this. You can place all of her bombs in front of the door at the start of a match, and you can literally just kill a whole team. Like if you just shoot them at the right same time.
Demo man. I love that.
It's like instantly 5 kills.
Dang.
It doesn't, it'll delay the game by like 10 seconds. So it doesn't really do much for you, but
Pretty funny.
you could instantly tilt the enemy
Yeah.
team.
That's busted. Yeah.
So I don't know. Penny, I need to play her more. I need to take the time to learn that character. But Rivals is sick.
Rivals is sick. Oh, your story did remind me. So I did not get to sweat as much during Rivals this weekend as I would have liked to. But while I was traveling, I stopped at this gas station. And for the viewer that doesn't know, my pickup has like a Captain America shield on the front. And like these guys in the gas station are like, is that your pickup parked out front? I'm like, oh yeah, it's mine, right? It's, pretty fun. I'm a pretty nerdy guy. They instantly were like, are you playing Marvel Rivals? And I'm like, oh, you guys have no idea
Yeah,
how
come
much
on,
Marvel Rivals I'm
duh.
playing. Everybody's playing this game. It rules.
Yeah.
I love that, like, yeah, dude, rural South Dakota, like right outside Brookings' gas station.
It's like, oh, we're
It's
gaming,
like, dude, you're playing Rivals? I also had Heroclix on the dash because you got to represent, and they were like, so who is that? Like, what are those little figures on the dash? And I was like, that's Colossus Clock King and my boy Steve. They're like, Steve what? And I'm like, I had to explain to him. My boy.
Break it down.
Yeah, break it down for him. But Marvel Rivals, ugh, oh my gosh.
Marvel
Rivals.
Break it
chowder.
down. Yeah, of
Chowder.
course.
Yeah. No, Marvel Rivals rules, and it's just been an absolute blast to play. So, all right, let's talk about Heroclix.
That's enough. That's not what this show is about.
11-ish minutes
It
of Marvel
so
Rivals.
easily could be this week, though.
Dude, it so could be. I've been playing so much. It's just,
If you guys want the Patreon exclusive Marvel Rivals cast, maybe we could drop some knowledge on you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good about the game,
I feel good too.
dude.
I'm enjoying it.
I will say the last thing, like on Saturday, yeah, like because I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. On Saturday, I woke up. I was like, all right, I'm going to do all this. I'm going to get these things done. No. I legitimately went to Star Deli. I got a sandwich, which that's the best sandwich
That
place
is such
in
a
Omaha.
good, it is the best sandwich place in Omaha.
Sat at my computer. I played Marvel Rivals for like 7 hours.
Oh, dude, that's such a good Saturday.
It was a beautiful
gosh, it's so
Saturday.
good. One last thing I will also say, I don't love the base art for the game.
No, it's
I
awful.
do not care for it
It's
at
terrible.
all. However, a lot of the skins I love. So, like, the Winter Soldier has the Revolution skin, which is from a super recent Captain America comic. And honestly, his, like, arm being this weird, like, tangly thing is all based off this, like,
Oh,
Captain
really?
America Cold War run. Yeah, so it's a very comic-accurate version of Winter Soldier that's, like, super recent. And I love seeing that instantly in the game because that was one of my favorite runs of all time. Honestly, it's, like, top 3 instantly for Captain America runs. I really loved it. Like, it was just really good. So I love seeing that as a skin in a video game already. It's so sick.
It reminds me of that. God, it was a game for like Xbox 360.
Like Rust or something?
No, there was like a guy who had powers similar to that. He had like a cybernetic kind of gooey arm. I don't remember the name of this, but it was around the
Yeah.
same time. Gosh, what was the name of? There was another like PS3 exclusive game.
Infamous?
Infamous was around the same time as that.
Okay.
But I don't remember the name of this one.
Infamous is so good.
Listeners, help me out. What is the name of this game where it was like a
Prey?
kind of like a Spider-Man-esque game? I'll figure it out.
Okay. I
Anyway.
think randomly through the podcast, you'll just like shout it out and you'll
I'm going
get
to
it.
have it.
All right, so Collector's Trove in the world of HeroClix. Scott Porter's unboxing happened. HeroClix headquarters unboxing happened. But depending on when you listen to this, another unboxing will be out. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hours. Anyways, but we're going to talk a little bit about Collector's Trove. Mostly what I'm excited for, just to continue on the Winter Soldier train. I absolutely love the secret agent, double agent, whatever dials that they're doing, where there's like the first half is something else, and then something happens in the game, and then they move to the second half. Nebula has this really cool Change of Heart one, which I think is really cute, and Winter Soldier has this awesome Becoming Captain America one, which is really sick. So once per game, he has this trait. When a friendly character that's either 75 points or more or named Captain America is KO'd, after resolutions, you turn him to click number 7. Now, his first dial is just very simple. It's very stealthy, sniper, Winter Soldier. He's got improved targeting, hindering. He's got stealth. He's got precision strike. He's got range combat expert. He's a 12 for 4 with RCE. And so he's just a very simple, like, stealth, sniper's nest type Winter Soldier. But then he definitely switches to this really sick Captain America-esque dial where he now has like running shot, invulnerability, super high defense. He's got some perplex, empower, he's got some charge. It's just very Captain America coded, and I absolutely love it. He has a special attack power, which is very similar to like Falcon Captain America's special attack power, which I love to see on the second half of his dial, which gives him ESD and improved targeting ignores elevated. And then when Winter Soldier attacks a single target and misses, after resolutions, deal that character 1 penetrating damage, which I absolutely love. If you remember reading, also his significant appearance is like the same issue when he became Captain America, which rocks. So if you remember reading these like early Bucky Cap comics, he was like awful with the shield. Like if he didn't have his cybernetic arm, he was like not catching it. He was also like bad at throwing it. So one of my favorite panels that it seems to be referencing is when he like throws the shield, misses, and then just shoots the guy, which is just hilarious. And I love seeing that in HeroClix. And I'm just really enjoying this like split dial mechanics of like moving characters around. It's really fun. Is there a character you want to talk about, Ian, as far as like Collector's Trove goes?
I have a ton. If we want to go over just some...
I'm going over like 3.
Some build ideas. I don't know how good this actually is, but I love teams that look to like counter or just kind of throw your opponent off. Not necessarily shut down what they're doing, but make them think like, geez, that's kind of tricky.
Okay.
So one of the things I really like, and just because I love the character, I really don't even know much about him. I just think he's awesome. Beta Ray Bill. Remember when he came out in, what was it? Critical Mass? Way back when. I want to say that was the set. I believe that's correct. Anyway,
Bills have just always kind of rocked.
Yeah,
historically. They just kind of ruled.
Even when they're bad, they're good.
True.
They're just cool.
He's just a cool character, a really cool alternate to Thor.
So this is a super rare in the set. Comes with Stormbreaker. I'm not super concerned about that, believe it or not, because I actually have a very fun combo idea with him involving some Black Panther figures.
Ooh.
And so he's got a damage special on both lines, 160. I honestly like his 100 line. That's probably where I'm going to play him, just because I like that hypersonic. The higher defense is nice. It's just,
It feels
you
better.
could play him at the lower line, maybe like a motorcycle, but that's not the point. That you actually don't want to do that because we need to free him of equipment for this. So he's got the damage special, which is leadership, and characters can't use power cosmic, so it's going to allow people to outwit, get things done, get around that. No willpower for you too, which is honestly like pretty nice. And the thing that I want to build around is his trait, which is I say thee nay. When a friendly character would be hit by an opposing character within range and line of fire, you may remove an equipment equipped to Beta Ray Bill from the game. If you do, that friendly character evades the attack, and Beta Ray Bill deals the attacker 1 penetrating damage. So you might be thinking, how can we use and abuse this? Well, if you remember, the Wakanda characters, there's quite a few, can generate vibranium equipment. So you can always keep your Beta Ray Bill equipped, usually with a free action or a power action, and keep this trait running. Now, you do need line of fire for this. So you can also use things like the Pim Particle one-shot, which you guys might not know what that does yet if you haven't checked out our unboxing video, which will be up the same day as this. That allows you to change the size of your whole team. Actually, it's already on units, so we just missed it.
Yep, forgot.
But you can give them tiny or giant size, so you can set up defensively. Also gives you a +1 defense to your team, so it might make somebody really think about attacking you again. In addition, an image of the Beholder just came out, if I'm not mistaken, with the items that it had.
You did get to see all the equipment there.
And one of them is like a bag of tricks.
Bag of holding,
that lets you have multiple equipment on there. I don't know if you can source from that. I'd have to read it again. But any way that you could get multiple equipment on Beta Ray Bill to trigger this would be interesting. Not sure if that's how that works, but if not, you can. Okay, let's see.
When this character picks up an object, you may place it on the bag of holdings card. Power. place an object on Bag of Holdings card into an adjacent square. Free, choose an effect from an object on Bag of Holdings card for this character to use.
No, so they just get to choose. So you can't cycle it out. But still, you can give them vibranium weapons. You can keep giving Beta Ray Bill those.
This is free for
every
mystical?
turn you get to trigger that. And when you KO those vibranium objects, they don't score any points. So it's a way to keep yourself defensive. Beta Ray
I like that
Bill
a lot. That's really cool.
may be a little harder to like defend. Like, he can die, sure. But you can use other defensive pieces to boost him up. There's plenty of things that can hand out senses, shape change, different things like that. So Beta Ray Bill is what I'm interested in. In addition to that, the Stormbreaker he comes with is also very sick.
Yeah.
This is not a team that'll utilize the Stormbreaker, or a team idea, I should say. I don't have a full team for it, but something to play around with. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stormbreaker's cool too.
I love Prime Namor. So I thought this was crazy that I actually read this comic for the first time this year. Back in May, I went to the Philadelphia Comic-Con and I just saw this comic trade. I'm like, oh, that's sick. It's called Always an Invader, and it has Namor crushing this map with some beautiful Alex Ross art of Captain America and Union Jack or Human Torch on it as well. And I'm like, oh, I never read this story. I'm a sucker for a good Invader story. And this is a pseudo, I can't remember exactly what time in comics this story takes place, but Captain America is Captain America, and then Bucky is not the Winter Soldier, but quote unquote the Winter Soldier, but he's a good guy, right? So it's around that time, so sometime after Fear Itself-ish. But this Namor is totally mind controlled by this serpent crown, and he's just going crazy and his past of getting messed with by Professor X and getting messed around with other Atlantean physiology stuff and just kind of being an overall jerk to the Fantastic Four is caught up to him, and everybody's trying to convince him, nah, Namor, remember, you're a good dude, you're an invader, you fought for the right cause and all this stuff. And so it's this really just insanely cool story of Namor at this insane power level, and I love seeing this. So he's got a trait called Wear the Crown. Clear terrain on the lowest elevations level is water terrain. So he straight up flooded an entire town in America and made them all Atlanteans. It was insane. So this is really cool. Friendly characters have Dolphin. If they already have Dolphin and occupy water terrain, lines of fire drawn to them by non-adjacent opposing characters are blocked. Protected Pulse Wave. So yeah, now Dolphin is instead of within 4 squares, it's just straight up, it's blocked. Unless you're right next to me, which rules. Second trait, Command the Sea Blades. At the beginning of your turn, Namor may generate up to 2 Sea Blade bystanders, which do as follows. They are just a Charge Blades exploit piece, a 6, 10, 18, 2 with Dolphin, which rules. So a really cool way to show off Hydrokinesis, which is really neat, which is his next special attack power that he has on his first 4 clicks and his last 3 clicks. When Namor makes a close attack, opposing characters within 4 squares occupying water terrain are considered adjacent to him. Again, basically just gives him Giant Reach 4 if he's on the lowest elevation of a map because it's all water, which is really sick. And then he's got a stop click sprinkled throughout his dials on clicks 4, 8, and 11. He is a 11 click long dial. He's 200 points, which is simply just stop, invincible. So just a really, really sick Namor from this time in comics where he was just way overpowered. It's got the classic Namor speed movement of just ignores outdoor blocking, can move through characters, and ignores elevated terrain, which is really cool. So he has flight and also just has the dolphin symbol, which is really sick. I really like this Namor. The Serpent Crown that he gets for free, which goes for Namor and also anybody with Atlantis, which is cool, is Mind Control Willpower. When this character uses Mind Control, a hit character may be given a close or range as free instead of making an attack. So now they get to use Close Combat Expert, or well, actually they get to use stuff Pulse Wave and stuff, which is really sick. So being able to use just better attack powers and everything during a Mind Control is really gnarly, and I really, really, really like it. It's really cool on Namor. Willpower, I feel that probably shouldn't be there because it certainly was he was kind of pseudo getting mind controlled and it was kind of taking his willpower, but it just makes him a better 200-point beat stick, which is super nice. But
gotta have that willpower.
Oh yeah, I mean on a high point character, you absolutely do.
The name of the power doesn't always reflect the ability it grants per se.
True, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I love Namor. Anybody else?
There's a world where you could give Captain America Pulse Wave and be sure, he's ricocheting his shield.
Oh my gosh. I suppose so. I do
remember
there's a few Captain Americas that have
you'd probably be okay.
There was one cap that had energy explosion, and that was kind of the point of that was supposed to be.
A form of ranged quake.
Yeah. The form Jeez.
Thank you for that,
yes,
Simeon.
Ranged quake. That was so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's ways.
There's ways, but no, I love that name more.
I think another interesting one that I honestly am surprised there hasn't been like more talk on is the Legacy Collector. So he's 45 points, and he has at the beginning of the game, if an opponent's force or sideline includes a non-character game element other than standard terrain, turn Collector to click 0. So pretty much every time, Collector's going to be that click 0. He also has during force construction, you may assign him an equipment without paying its cost. So free motorcycle, free hell cycle, and he can be equipped with any number of equipment. Now, what I think makes him a particularly like standout piece, especially for his point range, is that when Collector hits a single equipped opposing character, you can choose one. They unequip an equipped equipment. The damage from this attack is unavoidable.
It's gnarly.
Like, unavoidable damage to equipped characters that's going to burn through stops.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to just absolutely murk. And, you can bump up damage relatively easily. You can get things around him. He's also just a 7 range. And so, in an era where, like, Mern exists, throwing him on the team, you're going to be shooting through things. So if you're worried about not being able to see things, there's always ways to improve that. And then he also has just free equip and unheld, unequipped equipment within range line of fire.
Sure. So if you choose to unequip them, then you can just instantly equip it. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
So using like swap tech, anything like shifting focus Batman who drops trick arrows for free if he starts as the cowboy Batman.
Right.
Swap him out. Now you have a hell cycle and trick arrows. And again, it's when Collector hits a single equipped opposing character. Damage. So you can just do unavoidable damage if you're only targeting one. And there's ways to trigger that multiple times a turn. And then combo that with things like arrows. It's insane. The damage from this attack, we learned from the Necro Sword that knockback is damage from an attack. So like the boxing arrow glove, which does 6 knockback. Oh my gosh. Now you're doing 5 unavoidable without even bumping your damage.
That's so good.
And that's single target. So anytime you see the word unavoidable, it's like, oh yeah, don't write that off. Free equipment, don't write that off. He could also just start with a free Yaka arrow, which just gives free pen damage. Moves 4. Again, watch the unboxing video.
I was like to say, I'm
referencing things that have and haven't been seen. Weird.
Yes.
I mean, it's going to be out at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay, then
CST.
perfect. So it will be out before this.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're referencing everything.
Okay, we're referencing everything.
This is all chill. This is all
hidden information. So yeah, this is a legacy card that I think is worth picking up. Do I think it's going to like absolutely stomp the meta? No, but there are some really cool things you can do. Toss on Prime Elsa, too, who can also just give equipment.
Yeah, might as well.
Load him up. I mean, there's plenty of ways to get interesting stuff on this. There's ways to get free Bucky's arms. There's ways to drop equipment. You can put it on things like Plastic Man, who can shift off, drop that.
Yeah.
So, like, turn 1, you can free equip something. The next turn, free equip something. Now you have 3 equipment. It's turn 2, and you're ready to rip. And this guy,
Dang, it is gnarly.
with Hypersonic, you can go across the map. And your opponent will have something equipped, almost certainly in today's game. So just taking them out of the game with this guy and saying, it's unavoidable. Goodbye. See ya. Peace.
Gnarly.
I love that. That rocks.
No, this guy does really rock. I just, anything that messes around with like equipping multiple times or just stealing it or whatever.
Instantly my brain's like,
yeah, what can it do? It's so much fun.
Some of my favorite stuff to explore.
Speaking of equipment, and I guess also speaking of legacy cards, I really love this kind of true to form version of Iron Man legacy card. I think it's really fun. I think like M10 Iron Man is like a figure that has a big legacy who was super like meta and relevant when he came out. Yeah. His like old school version could only, so basically his trait, adaptive armor, when Iron Man would take damage from an equipped character, instead he takes no damage and rolls a d6. On a 1 through 3, you deal him 1 unavoidable damage. So basically it's insanely hard to chew through this guy. But the old one was if a character was assigned a relic or a resource.
Yep.
And at that time, everybody's main bruiser.
Gauntlet.
Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, exactly.
Utility belt.
So it's like, dude, dang, this Iron Man is 8 clicks of life, and he is going to take an insane amount of time. You just can't chew through him. Like, he takes either 1 unavoidable or just straight up no damage, which is just gnarly. So I love seeing that come back into, like, modern. That's really cool. I think it's, like, truly, like, a legacy card that feels like it's exuding the character's legacy. He also has Divert Power, which is a special attack on none of his starting clicks. It's on click 3 and then on 6, 7, 8. But this is an Iron Man, like, very Iron Man-y power.
I'd like to see this more, yeah.
I would love to see this more. Because it's like, Jarvis, all power to thrusters, or like whatever, basically. So, free. Choose 2 combat values. Until your next turn, Iron Man modifies the first +2 and the second -1. So, like, that
-2.
rules. Oh, sorry, -2. My bad. But yeah, +2 and -2. So it's like, yeah, dude, I'll take a -2 speed. You can get like a +2 damage, +2 defense, +2 attack, whatever. Or you could go like no defense, all attack or whatever. I feel like most of the time you're probably going to go minus speed, except for when it is on that running shot click is like a maybe, take it away from defense if you need the reach or like your range or something. So super cool ability. I want to see that on more Iron Man. It's a super thematic, very Iron Man-y power, and I love it. His special damage power he has on his first 2 clicks is the Maria Stark Foundation, Leadership, Perplex. Iron Man can use both, regardless of line of fire or adjacency. Really solid. Just an 8 range Perplex he doesn't need line of fire for, which is really sick. And then, like, again, that like worldwide, map-wide leadership is really cool. So he's 100 or he's 50 points. I could see playing this guy at either. I'm probably leaning toward 50 though, just because he's a running shot like Pensai, Impervious, Perplex piece. His combat values aren't much lower than they are already at top, and so he's just like really solid, really fun to play. And then again, yeah, if you're at a venue or whatever where there's a lot of equipment being played, this is a super fun Iron Man. So I love to see him back in Modern. I think this is a really, really cool take on a Legacy card, and I just love seeing it.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. I think this is an excellent choice. I think it's done well. Like his reach, really like his 50 line. Just feels like a really good updated version. Great tribute. And keywords are also just solid on it.
Oh yeah,
too.
He's got everything you want, right? Avengers, Illuminati, Shield, Stark Industries, Armor, Celebrity, Scientist. Really just like Avengers, Illuminati, Stark Industries, his biggest ones. So just happy to see him.
Yeah. I think another figure that I don't know if they quite make like the metasphere, but who cares? I think he can. I think if you want him to, he'll be able to, and that's Ulysses Bloodstone.
Oh, yeah.
Avengers, martial artist, mystical, past, soldier. So what I really like him with is Kevin, because Kevin lets you re-roll once per turn.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got traded blades, which is nice for that if you want to do that. But on top of that, he has, when he attacks one or more characters with the monster keyword, you modify his attack and damage +1. So he's a 12-4, just swinging out the gates right away. He also scores additional 10 victory points when he KOs something with the monster keyword. There's a fair amount of stuff that's good with monster right now. But what I really like the Kevin combo for is that when he would take damage from an attack, you roll a d6. 1 to 2, he takes it normally. 3 to 5, he takes 1 unavoidable instead. And 6, you heal him 1. So you have a 4 out of 6 chance, so 2 and 3, to hit something positive for you, to mitigate damage or to heal. And with a reroll on Kevin, that's really nice.
Really good.
I really dig that. So this feels like a character.
It's very ridiculous regeneration-y.
Oh, it's like the same thing.
But yeah, it's basically, it's kind of rules.
So with that, I think he's got opportunity to kind of abuse the manipulation of dice, like re-rolling dice. He's got opportunities there. But he also has Charge, Flurry, Leap, Climb. And when he uses it, when he uses Flurry and hits with both attacks, after resolutions, he may deal damage equal to his printed damage value to an opposing character within range and line of fire he hasn't damaged this turn. So if you set up correctly, you just get to do some free damage as well. I really dig that. Like, the damage output on this guy is crazy. If you're attacking those monsters, 4, 4, and then 3 to somebody else, like that's 11 damage right there. Precision Strike is nice. He is 60. His mobility's a little limited, but he does get a free equipment, the Bloodstone, which does give him regeneration, and it also makes it so your opponents heal 1 less whenever they heal, which is a pretty good counter against a lot of things. I mean, that's nice against like Black Lanterns. Will it completely stop them? No, but it's free. And, it's another thing you can drop for collector potential.
Oh my gosh,
no.
true. I guess.
So I think this is somebody that you could make work, and he's somebody I'd feel confident like putting on the board if I have a combination of things like Kevin, where okay, if you come across and attack me, there's a good chance this guy is going to get to fight back. So again, looking into kind of the mind of like, I like the teams that can sustain an alpha. This feels like a figure who can hit really hard and also has the potential to stay on the map, which is a combo. That's the best you can ask for, really.
Yeah.
And then Outwit on the dial. So I really like this figure. I made a comment saying he looked like Steve Irwin, kind of. I don't know why.
I guess you did. Yeah, you did say he looked like Steve Irwin. I mean, he's got these like
Still
khaki shorts, So that's kind of looks like a blonde guy. Now that I'm like really looking at his dial, like looking at his like power set and everything, this might be my new like Ash Williams representation in here.
Oh, sure,
like, traded blades, like a lead with the chainsaw,
killing
and then
monsters,
the boomstick. Yeah, like I think
and then
it's, like,
he
cool.
escapes some crazy situations.
Exactly, he does. So that can be like the chosen one or whatever ability. So this kind of
falling in the well and
Oh yeah,
somehow making
exactly.
it out, dude.
Yeah.
That's like when he healed a click.
That
he
is
comes
true.
back out of
Heals
the
the
well.
click when he gets on top of that thing. Yeah, dude.
Oh man.
Nah, so this is probably my new like Ash representation of Clicks. Jeez, you saying that makes me want to like watch Army of Darkness like instantly right now, dude.
I'm good on that. I've really
No, you
that
sure you don't want to watch Army of Darkness?
That's the worst
Right?
one.
That's not what. What?
The third one?
Yeah,
This is the worst one.
worse than the first one.
I would watch the first one over the third one.
The first one
100%.
is like I'm not going to get into this right now. The first one is I love all of them. I love all of them.
Two is
But,
the
like,
best.
Two is easily the best.
Easily the
two is
best.
a masterpiece.
Then one. I mean, the way 2 ends and then 3 starts, it's already like, okay,
Yeah.
just forget that.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not saying like 3 was horrible, but it's like
Three is just like
I
that's
don't
my
love it.
that's my comfort movie.
Don't
I can
love it.
quote 3 like the back of my hand. Anyways, one is just so.
All right, no, you
it's-
said all right. You said you're done.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm done. I love all of them. These are my favorite movies of all time.
under his skin. Listen.
One is just so slow.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyways,
Fair enough.
Collector's Trove. I love Mjolnir. I mean, I got to talk a little bit about Mjolnir here because Captain America just kind of gets this now. Every like,
Yeah, this
rule.
This is kind of
And
absurd.
that's like the only reason I love it, but like its qualifying names are insane. So this is Mjolnir is 20 points, Giant Reach 3, improved targeting ignores characters, Quake Pulse Wave. Huh? Then, if this character has one of Mjolnir's qualifying names, Mjolnir can't be unequipped, destroyed, or removed from the game by opposing effects. So it's a 20-point like item that I don't feel risky at all putting on a character because it's not going to
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, the fact that you just gave like Pegasus Cap a +3 reach,
Also, yeah, straight
that's
up,
just
is
like,
insane.
all right, that's great. That's
Yeah.
that's
That actually
fantastic.
is so
That's
gnarly.
really nice.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, wow!
Just
holy
went from
smokes, that rules.
what, a 9 square to 12.
8.
Well,
to
8
11.
plus 8, you're attacking into 9.
Oh, sure.
Oh wait, so
Giant
it'd
reach
be
is
8
still
to
an
11. Yeah,
8 to
so
11.
okay,
Yeah.
11.
And 8 to 11 square each. So yeah, so Beta Ray Bill, Captain America, Odin, Spider-Man, Squirrel Girl, and Thor, which is hilarious that it's that many freaking keywords it rocks. But yeah, I'm literally just gonna put this like every Captain America I play from now on, like one of them's gonna just gonna have Mjolnir on it. I love playing multiple Captain America teams. Mjolnir is just an insane object, and I love it. It's been too dry. It's been too dry on objects recently, and Collector's Trove is what we needed to just add some just sick objects into the game. That's really the last thing I want to talk about in Collector's
Yeah, to
Trove.
just add on Mjolnir.
Just toss Mjolnir on.
The Black Panther Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Oh, geez.
Who has Precision Strike, and when Spider-Man hits, after resolutions, give each hit character an action token.
Oh, dude.
Giving him Quake.
Quake Precision Strike.
I know he was
Those
already
characters,
triple
Giant
target,
Reach 3.
but still, like, that rocks. But also, it's just when Spider-Man hits, so you can Pulse Wave with that as well.
Oh, my gosh.
He doesn't have great powers that combo with that, like he has Hypersonic or Charge, but the fact that it could come up, and again, Giant Reach 3. So yeah, you might just use it for the Giant Reach 3 triple target now. But the fact that it's like Miles Morales with an electrified Mjolnir, like his lightning,
Yeah.
that's really,
that does rock.
really cool.
No, I dig that a lot.
So the fact that, I mean, this is probably, I think I'll go out and say it, outside of Rival, the one shot that
Oh, Rivalry? Yeah.
it
Rivalry's
debatably
insane.
should not exist.
We should talk about Rivalry on the podcast. Why is this in the game, man? Oh my gosh! When a friendly character
Hold
attacks,
on. I just
Okay.
want to make the point
No,
of
okay,
saying
go
like
ahead.
Mjolnir is the thing to own so far for me.
I agree.
Just because that list, like you don't know what's coming down the pipeline. All it takes is one figure on that entire name list to combo insanely well. And again, like your opponent's not removing it from the game. You're taking like no risk playing this. So yeah, I like it. It's the thing to own, I would say.
Nah, Mjolnir is, so far easily the strongest thing in the set that I've seen. It's awesome.
Outside of
Rivalry, the one shot. Once again, back it up. How does this exist? For 5 points. When a friendly character attacks a single target that shares a keyword with them, you may choose not to roll the attack roll. If you do, the attack becomes a hit. We're just like, no dice in this game. Hey, you know it's crazy. Let me steal those little puppies from you. Don't worry about them, big dog. For 5 points, I can guarantee that my first attack, my alpha on you, lands when monster, mystical, so many other keywords are so insanely common.
Yeah.
This is insane. This is like not good. Like this is not healthy. This thing is insane.
I don't like this. I really don't. I won't even try to sugarcoat
No.
it. This is, I mean, So for 55 points in the state of today's game, we have 5-point rivalry, which says I'm not rolling my dice. And then we have Mern as a 50-point saying we're not looking at the map either. So we have effectively removed the game of Heroclix from Heroclix by using Mern and rivalry together. And if you think that combo will not hit you, I guess just wait for Hawkeye to show up. Because that's a figure that immediately comes to mind. It's like, all right, he's pretty good in single target. So I use rivalry to make the hit, and now I'm triggering a trick arrow. Then I'm doing like a free attack, whatever. I guess it incentivizes to build with things that don't share keywords, but that is not an easy thing to do.
It's really hard.
Especially when we're in, still very much, like, as far as modern goes, nobody's building modern teams. We're in the silver era right now. But yeah, like, these effects that are pretty much remove mechanics from the game, especially the most essential part, the dice roll.
The map and the dice are pretty darn important to HeroClix.
It's interesting
the dice
too,
being the most important,
because I feel like largely we have moved away from like dice manipulation. Like there aren't very many characters in recency.
It used to be so popular around that like 2016 to 2020.
And how did it feel to play against that mechanic?
Oh, I didn't love it. I didn't like it at all.
I never liked it.
No, I never been like, yeah, it's a crit hit. No, it's a crit miss. I mean, Sinister.
Do you want to prob that?
That's the most recent.
Do you want to prob that?
Manipulation is like Sinister. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you want to prob that?
You want to prob that? Oh, okay. Whatever. Yeah.
Oh, you said no, so I'm going to replace it. I was like, oh, I didn't realize you could do that. Well, you said no. It's like, wow, excellent experience.
It just sucks. Yeah.
So it feels like, I know, again, you're giving up 5 points to do this, but I just don't understand a scenario, because every team you build, one of the first things you're looking at in a competitive scenario is how is my team getting across the map to hurt you?
Yeah.
Even in a non-competitive scenario, I'm looking at how do I get up and hurt you? This is a really easy thing to say, like, oh, I just get to hurt you. It's not how, it's when.
Yeah.
This is a single target, like I'm throwing a spear just right through you. My thing of choice.
It's just, yeah.
And all we have to do is share a keyword.
So easy.
And the thing is, anyone on your team can activate this.
You don't have to like have that in mind. Exactly, right? You don't have to be like, oh yeah, I'm using this for Hawkeye or whatever. So now I'm limited to these keywords. No, it literally doesn't matter. Just have a slew of keywords on your team and you're probably good.
Yeah.
Because guess what? The things that are meta on your team are meta on their team too. Great wild coincidence.
Yeah.
Or like past mystical,
cosmic to a degree, celebrity.
So much of this.
Monster.
There's plenty of like similar stuff that just shares brute, like whatever, you know.
It's not ranged or close either.
No.
It's just Colossus.
Thank goodness it's at least a single target. If it, oh my gosh, if it wasn't, I'd be like, what in the world are we doing here? This is nuts. But like at least it's single target. But like, yeah, dude. I mean, people were calling in 5-point Cyclopses for a maybe big swing that would usually dumpster somebody right away, right? Everybody remembers the old Cyclops calling.
The old Cyclops one too.
Yeah. So like that was like, oh yeah, dude, that's a darn good deal. You make that deal, I make that deal. That's a darn good deal.
I'll make that deal twice. I'll play it for 5. I'll play it for 3.
Yeah. I mean, exactly right. So it's like rivalry is no different. It's just. Yeah, I'm not in love with it. I don't like that it exists.
This is an element that. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a lot of positive discourse around. I think it's going to just be kind of a why. And, I mean, immediately, just conceptually, I think it's something that should probably be looked at.
Oh, absolutely.
Because this is, I mean, you're removing the game from the game with this.
It's just
that's, But it's definitely something that you have to own. I've already seen the joke flying around of, oh, well, now it's $295 modern or $395 silver. And at that point cost, and for the effect that it has, that is hard to disagree with.
I mean, yeah, dude, I buff up one attacker just insanely, and then I auto hit you.
Yeah.
I just automatically hit you.
There's nothing you can prob.
Nothing to reroll.
You don't get
to
super sense.
Yeah.
You have shape change. Maybe. That's assuming I don't have battle fury for this attack.
Yeah.
Like, you can just stack these odds, and all we have to do is share a keyword. Is it always going to happen? No. Is it likely to happen? Yes. Is it something that will probably be on every sideboard going forward?
Hit?
I think so.
Oh, gosh.
The other one, Pim Particles.
But that is also just nuts.
Pim Particles is just good. Pim Particles is really cool. Like, so that gets a pass from me.
Yeah.
I don't think this is broken.
I do. I think this is a bit insane for 5 points. I really do. I think if it was just give your entire team +1 defense for 5 points, I'd be like, what in the world are we doing? Not only is it +1 defense, it's either you get Giant Reach 2 with Giant Willpower because it's until your next turn, or it's +2 defense from range. Everybody's tiny, right? So like,
Well, in an era
It's nuts.
where I'm able to, up my attack to a 14,
Sure.
cross map you, do things like, the Jefferson bomb. That doesn't protect you against this.
True. That's
but
true.
things like that, like you're in an era where it's like, you have to recognize the offense is very formidable. So having a thing where it's like, all right, I'm going to sack some points. Like, here's 5 points. I just want my defense upped. So +1 defense for my team. I'll go tiny if you're doing any range things. I'm a +2. I'm going to make it harder for you. Now the game has slowed down. Like, second player, this is a card that I think really benefits player 2. And that's why I really like it.
That's fair.
So outside of like size manipulation, but that's fun. It's so
also think
fun to manipulate the sizes.
Oh no, it's hilarious. People are really going to need some form of remembering because it's like each character has free choose. Yeah, so it's not a blanket. So you can have some giant, some tiny. That's actually really cute.
So you can create.
You're really going to need.
Oh, this guy, I'm okay if he dies. Make him giant. Make this guy
giant.
tiny.
Now you have body blockers. Now you have that actually is really sick.
You're going to be able to make some very formidable defenses against those nasty alphas. Which alphas, I mean,
this is a card though. Like now
built around.
that's a choice for each character. Can like a slow player who doesn't like think about this ahead can eat up a ton of time when like teams have like 8 to 10 figures on them or whatever. It could be pretty annoying. So it's like if you're going to use this card, please, listener, if you find yourself sometimes playing slow,
have your defense built out ahead of time.
Have it figured out, please.
You want to know what this doesn't protect against?
What's that?
Rivalry.
No, it doesn't. No, not at all. Because +1 to defense doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't mean anything.
The dial and the dice have been removed. I hate to be negative.
It sucks to be negative. So for the most part, I really like a lot of these one shots. But what a lot of people were worried about right away was I'm just scared there's going to be one that's just like, oh, I obviously have to play that. And sadly, that is like just an auto hit.
It is.
That is like,
I don't know why I
quote
wouldn't
unquote
want this.
Balanced by keyword limitations, but that doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Which is like really stinks. So yeah.
And sure, it's only a single target, but it's like usually I can, focus one thing and be happy with just getting the guaranteed hit. Your Super Sense piece with impervious and maybe it has an additional rollout or whatever. I don't want to deal with that. I'll take my guarantee. So the one shots as a mechanic, I think overall I honestly really like them. I think they're introducing some really cool stuff.
I really do like them.
The fact that we have characters who are getting free Darkhold stuff to the side, free Gauntlet stuff to the side is really, really cool. I think some of the gems I think all of the gems are overcosted, if I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'm ever going to build with the gems. But playing a character who gets free gems, that is so cool.
I do got to say, I'm not going to get into their dials, but the Thanos, the Common, and the Chase are both really sick.
Oh,
and
dude,
look so fun to play.
Brick houses.
Insane, this Common Thanos. Get ready to just see. He's the new guy pulp piece, and maybe just the pulp piece to play. He's
a beast.
He's insane. He's like what I wanted Beyonder to be in Pulp, and he just is. And I'm just like, dang, this dude rocks. Like, holy smokes, the 20 defense.
The playing things like the Chase Doctor Strange, the Chase Loki, which if you guys have watched the video, you have seen.
You would know. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Playing things like the Doctor Doom. Gosh, I was thinking Darkhold and Doctor Doom at the same time. My brain just freezed out.
Dr. Darkhold.
The fact that you can get these additions to your team for free is really cool, and I'm excited to see like which teams can take advantage of those things, because again, I'd say as a whole, a lot of these don't feel like game warping, broken, insane. It's really just that one. So finding teams that can utilize these like smaller, more interesting effects, I think is really fun. Especially teams that have like minimal sideline, which I mean they're still out there. So maybe you have some gods.
That's true, I suppose. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can fill these out, and then they also don't take sideline space either, so if you want to play additional ones, that's kind of what I was getting at there.
That actually is really cool. Yeah, specifically with the gems. Yeah, that rocks. Or those certain characters. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Collector's Trove as a whole.
We have a lot of cool stuff. So you've already seen our unboxing video, but also I'm very excited to announce that we're going to be able to show off here in the next day or so. I don't know. The Captain America Legacy card is finally going to get revealed. I was able to get Ask WizKids for it, and if you don't know, the what if...
I just Captain ripped America? It in half.
No! Why? The only copy, the one of one. No, I asked WizKids, and if you don't know, Spencer White, Matt Reed, and myself won the fellowship for Heroclix for Huntington's team event back in 2023, and this was the legacy card that we chose. We chose this Captain America that has Mjolnir, the What If one, a 036 rare What If one, and it's awesome. It's really cool, and I'm very excited. The three of us are going to do a video kind of going over a lot of our thought process and a lot of the things that we bothered Brian Galley about, and just like sent him a ton of messages. And like, he was so great. He sat down, he talked with all of us about like what figures we could choose, which ones we couldn't choose, about like a legacy card and all this really fun stuff. And when we settled on this one, he implemented a lot of our ideas and I love to see that for the character. So I was very excited to see it and just look forward to that to be shared. So I know a lot of people on Facebook were like, we want to see more Collector's Trove. And thankfully you got our unboxing today, and then that legacy card preview will be coming very soon as well. So I'm really enjoying the vibe of Collector's Trove. A lot of Avengers stuff, a lot of Guardians, a lot of space stuff. An interesting mix of like
new equipment is nice.
Equipment, yeah, which
I'll
love.
say it. Like one-shots as a whole, I am excited for. I know a lot of people are quick to go, oh, other stuff in HeroClix. No, this is scary. Oh my gosh. Doesn't have to be. And sure, yeah, we're going to have a few that are on the outlier. We've acknowledged this. I'm hoping that this one specifically is looked at because,
yeah,
I mean, data will show it, tournaments will show it, but Florida will probably be where its first like big outing is.
Yeah, that is going to be the next most modern event. I mean, there's going to be all the Florida qualifiers as well.
Oh, true.
So pay attention to those and kind of see what people are building with as far as that stuff goes. I think those would be the most recent 300 modern events.
This set is slated for January.
Yep, early January, early 2025.
Sure. So, yeah, but one-shots as a whole is cool. And again, like the set themes, the colors, like I'm a sucker for when I have like,
the set looks pretty.
You dump out the whole brick. Like this is what happened with Deadpool. We had a bunch of Next Phase on our table, and we had a fresh brick of Deadpool unboxed right next to that. And looking at Next Phase, like it was just kind of this blend of browns and greens and grays. And you look over at Deadpool, it has these beautiful reds, these like purples, yellows too, just popping out. And so looking at Collector's Trove as a whole after unboxing the brick, it's just a very like
after like Black
appeasing
Panther
set,
which is just very like dull. Again, Black Panther is a very dull colored set as well. Oh my gosh, Collector's Trove with Guardians of the Galaxy, with like all the Ant-Man security dudes, like all that stuff. Like it's very colorful.
So that honestly does a lot for me as someone who likes to put stuff on a shelf. And someone who likes to see, as I don't even read the cosmic stuff. We went over this.
That's true.
I love the cosmic characters, though. I love them. They're awesome. You don't need to know much about Silver Surfer to be like, that guy's cool. Beta Ray built, same deal. I'm sure if you knew more about him, he's even better, but you don't have to.
You really don't.
Other thing with Collector's Trove, too,
dude rocks.
Against Black Panther as well. At some point, we will have to have a battle of Prime War Machine versus Prime Iron Man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And we'll call it the Prime Time spotlight.
Prime Time. Yeah. I'd build around either one.
We'll both drink honestly. Prime.
Oh, gosh. Let's not torture ourselves.
Yeah. Completely. No, if you've had a Prime, it's actually like battery acid.
Is it? Okay, I've never had one. I don't want to have one.
There's some like
as
beverage
a guy that puts Bang and Ghost and Monster into his body on like a weekly to daily basis, I do not want to drink a Prime. It looks disgusting.
It's not great. They had like a beverage sampler come to our hotel, and he dropped off it's like a case of Prime and some other stuff like Celsius, whatever. I was like, you know what? I've never had a Prime, so I had that Bomb Pop one.
Oh sure.
And it was like so sweet, dude.
I love America. Y'all know that. Bomb Pop is just not a good flavor. For like most things, I honestly don't love.
I like Bomb Pops.
I like the Bomb Pop itself, yes, but like the Bomb Pop Bang,
it's like S tier popsicle.
It's really it's so good. Like the actual Bomb Pop, yes, but when it's a flavor, it's just not like good. You know what I mean?
What's it supposed to be?
Yeah, it's like like how watermelon is good, but then like when it's watermelon flavored something else,
even better.
Oh, you think it's even better? Oh, I don't
watermelon
like
anything, dude.
Yeah. I only like original watermelon. I love because I was trying to get it. Like I like normal watermelon, but watermelon flavor. Okay,
I knew the direction you were going.
You know what I'm saying? Banana.
Yeah, I like
a normal
bananas.
banana. I love a banana. A banana flavored like Laffy Taffy or anything else, disgusting,
awful,
horrible, gross. So that's what I'm trying to say with like Bomb Pop, Star Pop, right? Like a normal Star Pop, amazing. A Star Pop flavored anything else, not good at all.
Not happening, dude.
Yeah, it's not good.
Quick note, just another S tier popsicle, the best popsicles of all time. Sonic?
Yeah, the Sonic popsicle. Famous. Okay, sorry, go ahead. Okay, I'm thinking it. I'm locked in. Whatever you say, it won't change it. What is it?
You don't. It's not like a brand. There's no way you're going to know.
No, it's a style. It's a style of popsicle. I know. Okay, go.
Okay, what is it?
Orange Push Pop.
I mean, those are good. That's
so good,
another
dude.
S tier, but I was going for...
Okay.
They're like, I don't even know if... it seems like everywhere has them. It's literally just like a big clear bag of those twin pops. that come in all those different flavors.
Oh yeah, yeah, just like the
Just like
plastic,
the generic-
the tube popsicle thing. Yeah, those
It's like
popsicle bags.
the two wood sticks.
Oh, you mean that one? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
like 2 wood sticks, and then it's like 2 popsicles stuck together.
Right.
And they just come individually wrapped, but they're also in that big clear bag. I don't know why. Those popsicles, there's some of the magic in them.
Okay.
I don't even know if they're
Interesting.
branded or anything.
I
If
don't
they're-
think I've had those in like 10, 15 years probably.
I haven't had a popsicle in like. All right, enough popsicle. Let's get back to the.
No, I think this is really cool Heroclix content.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Popsicle talk.
Sorry.
Goodness gracious. Let's go ahead and answer. Well, actually, before we answer listener questions, let's talk about an incredible event that's going to be coming to you, ladies and gentlemen, this December 28th, and that is the Dial H for Heroclix annual award show, the CLIXYS Awards. We're going to be celebrating the best of 2024 in Heroclix with all sorts of cool categories. If you watched last year, you know we have an amazing live show. We dress up. We put on our suits. We put on a great show, and we go over the best of Heroclix that you, the viewer, the listener, vote on. So right now we have a Google form. There's a link in this podcast description or YouTube video description, however you are watching this, and you fill out this form. It's super simple. You answer a couple of questions: best set, best non-booster released, best main attacker, best support, best sculpt, best overall figure, so that's the dial and the sculpt put together, best map, best legacy card, and then of course best Dial H video. Come on, represent for you boys, please. And then all you have to do is answer this. You'll also have to put in your email in order to validate these answers, and everybody is put into a giveaway. So not only do you vote for the things that you want to win each category, and by all means, please campaign to your friend group and everything else and say, hey, please vote for this stuff, because all of you also like make up what the bulk of the show is. The more people we have vote, the more meaningful these like the end of the year show is for like real valid data for like what the best of is. So it's huge. You guys add to the show that way, and we give that back to you because everybody that enters, like we get your email, we'll be able to find
This
you'll
is
be able
insane.
to raffle this off. We're giving away an insane amount of Heroclix. We're talking a ton of different iconics, Beetlejuices.
I'll hit him with it right
Hit him
now.
with it, Ian.
I'll hit him with it
over the
right
head. Hit
now.
him with it in the eardrums right now, my brother.
Yeah, like for doing the bare minimum of filling out a survey and providing an email.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. And then, just to recap, like, oh, hey, I kind of forgot about this piece. Actually, I really enjoyed this piece. Stroll down memory lane for 2024 Heroclix.
Take 5-10 minutes.
3 people who fill out the survey. 1 person is going to walk away with a Heroclix brick of either Masters of Time, Black Panther, or Deadpool Weapon X.
That's an MSRP $180 value, Ian.
Another person is going to walk away with a Heroclix brick of the same sets: Beetlejuice, Spider-Man, the first appearance iconics, the Hulkbuster iconics, and a 2025 Marvel starter. Gosh. And then 1 person gets a Heroclix case, once again, of one of those 3 sets.
Oh my.
A Trigon Raven, a Beetlejuice, a Spider-Man first appearance, a Hulkbuster, and a 2025 Marvel starter. So that's just for the people who fill out the survey. We don't need to get into details of what the people who are watching will receive, of what some of our award winners will receive. This year is going to be crazy, and this is all courtesy of WizKids supporting the show, supporting you guys as well, showing that they do care. They want to know what you guys like, believe it or not, and this is a good medium to do so. So yeah, you can expect a great night where we recap everything. We're roping in a few people to help out with the awards as well. We'll have some fun stuff. And usually, like my favorite part of the show, we're a little looser at the end of the year.
Oh, it's so much fun.
And so,
it's so much fun, dude.
Maybe we'll tell you about some of the mishaps at like Worlds or some behind the scenes stuff at Gen Con, things we got to do that maybe we couldn't share right away, and now maybe we have permission to.
Yeah.
So
reminisce a little.
There's just a lot that we get to talk about in this stage of things when everything's kind of settled, and just the cool opportunities that we've had with either you guys, with WizKids, with the game itself, just everything. And it's really, really fun to talk about that stuff and to share that. So in addition to that, it is also so fun to give this stuff away. And when I say they gave us the farm, that's not accurate.
I felt like I asked for the farm, and they were like, have a couple of chichens. Here's the farm and some pigs.
The chickens have farms of their own.
Yeah, it was like, oh my god.
And then a chicken pulled up to our house in a Bentley. It was crazy.
And it was like, beep, 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 beep. I was like,
Chrome
dang,
spinners.
Chick, what you doing, bro?
Yeah,
Chrome.
it's nuts.
Yeah, no,
Ballin'.
WizKids balled out for us insanely for like awesome free stuff that we get to give to the community throughout like the CLIXYS Awards. So we'll ship it to you. That. We'll ship it to you.
We will ship it to you.
Courtesy
So
of us.
please, if you guys are listening, share the survey, send it to some people, get them entered.
Also, if you watched our Collector's Trove video, you know that all of that is also going to be given away.
Oh, yeah.
CLIXYS,
That's
which
right.
also rules. We're just also
Giving
giving
away a
that
brick
away.
of, some good stuff, too. Jeez.
It is some good stuff.
If we would have pulled Beta Ray Bill, maybe we wouldn't be
Oh,
doing
man.
this.
That'd be
Maybe.
gnarly. Yeah.
But we didn't.
4
so.
super rares, a chase,
15
pretty
one-shots.
Cool. Yeah.
And then I think a full CUR. Or,
It's got to be, right?
Close
I didn't count
to.
it, but it's got to be.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay, then right on.
So, yeah. There you go, guys.
All right, guys, now we're going to go ahead and jump into listener questions. Again, if you want to support everything, all the amazing things we do here at Dial H for HeroClix, go ahead and join our Patreon, which gives you access to our Discord. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to the Discord. You get to hang out, chat with us. You get to join some Marvel Rivals talk, I guess, really, which is really fun. And just have an amazing community. We have an awesome community on our Discord. It's seriously one of the best. People tell me, hey, Calder, this is one of the best HeroClix communities ever.
Hey,
And
I've
I'm
never
like,
been in a better
thanks.
Discord
I've never-
community.
Never once have I ever been in the bad Discord community. Thanks so much, Calder. I'm like, hey, you're welcome. Edison asks, looks like there's no Gingerbread Man LE this year. If you could make one, what would the gingerbread be doing? Ooh. I think like a gingerbread man that's like a knight would be cool.
Hang glider.
Hang glider. Ooh. Okay.
Motorcycle
Cookie-
hang glider.
Cookie hang glider. I like that.
How
That's
about,
fun.
skateboard, something to compete with Night Thrasher.
Okay.
So Tony Hawkable gingerbread
we have
house.
a surfing gingerbread man. I would need the skating gingerbread man.
Roller skates, maybe.
Roller skates. I could see that.
What else could a gingerbread man be doing? Dude, if he was like throwing some like shurikens that were like cookies or
candy cane?
something.
Oh, okay.
Or, yeah, pieces of
you know
himself.
what? He could do like double candy cane swords. A little Leonardo gingerbread man.
There you go.
Or you probably do the Ninja Turtles. You
Just
do
give
like
me the
nunchucks.
starter Batman sculpt where he's like fanning
Oh,
out
yeah,
the
yeah.
batarangs. That'd be
it's
sweet,
cookies.
dude.
That would rock.
Maybe
yeah.
perched over a ledge like Batman.
Ooh.
Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong. You give us a gingerbread man in a silly pose, I'm about it. I like
Down
it.
for it. We could also straight up get one that has like his legs broken, like gingerbread from like Shrek. Gingy.
On a tray.
Yeah, exactly. Just being yelled. That'd be kind of funny. I definitely want to see more gingerbread man. Everybody knows I'm a fiend for gingerbread man. I got so many of the surfing one and like the normal like candy cane hook one. So hopefully we do get more. It's a little concerning. I'm like, oh no, first year in a while with that one, but fingers crossed for more. Tyler M asks, with Marvel doing crossovers with Alien and Predator, how long do you think until we get Alien and Predator in CLIXYS? They've been made in horror CLIXYS before,
Yeah.
Alien versus Predator.
Every now
But
and then
in
I think
normal
about
Hero
picking up
CLIXYS-
those sets too. I never do, but it's, I've got my short list. It's not a short list of things that I want that just don't get bought.
Yeah.
I mean, how long will it take? I really don't know. It's something that I do want to see. Like having Predator, especially, would be so.
Oh, dude, Predator's
cool.
so sick.
Especially if you did like
a
a shifting version where it goes invis.
Ooh, I like that.
That'd be
Actually,
sweet.
I really like that.
I mean, who is it owned by? So they're doing crossovers.
Fox, maybe? I don't know. Some company, Fox.
What else have we gotten from like the company that makes Alien and Predator? I don't know.
Dude, I have no idea.
Who owns the rights to it? Because that's probably your answer.
MGM? Right?
Enhance.
I didn't spell Biggie right. Okay.
Bru-
Who owns this?
Who owns Predator? I feel like it's going to be really obvious.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to feel silly.
Production companies, 20th Century Fox.
20th Century Fox.
So it's
it is
Fox.
Fox. Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Disney
it
owns
seems
Fox.
possible. How long? I don't know. Be loud enough. Maybe they'll listen.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I would love to have both of those things in there.
It would be literally so sick. I want a Dutch. Dude, a Dutch like covered in mud, like a prime, non-prime
sick.
Dutch too. It'd be really sick. Yeah, you can give us so much Predator stuff. I love Predator. I've also first time this year I watched the first two Alien movies.
Oh, really?
Insanely awesome. Yeah, so awesome. Love
First
them.
one's really solid. Second one is like, wow. Also,
a
like,
good time and also solid. Yeah.
it's like
and I've
usually
been-
these are the bad ones,
I've
but
been
Alien 2,
advised
enjoyable.
to stop there.
Oh,
after watching the
come
first two
on,
Aliens.
dude.
I've been advised to not go any further.
I'll probably get sued for this take, but like Alien Covenant's my favorite Alien movie.
Is that the goo? Is it the black goo movie?
The Black Goo movie.
Or is that Prometheus? Which
Prometheus
one's the
is
black goo movie?
That is Prometheus.
Okay.
Prometheus is the least like Prometheus. If it wasn't an Alien movie, would be a better movie. I still like Prometheus. Sue
Okay.
me. Alien. What's the newest one? Revenant? No.
Revenant?
Is it Revenant?
I have no idea. was
I
repeating.
watched it.
You did.
And it was fun. I enjoyed that movie, but I wouldn't put it like I think Covenant has like the most fun story.
Okay.
And also I'm just so biased to Michael Fassbender.
Oh, fair enough.
Incredible actor, just very underrated. So yeah, I'd watch that one. I don't know. If you watch Covenant and you don't like it, I want to know why. I think it's great. It's got a really fun twist in it, and it's kind of scary.
Okay. I mean, the first one was like scary. The first was straight up just a horror movie. With rocks.
Dude, the soundtrack on it is also like
my gosh,
so
dude,
loud,
eerie. Yeah,
and so just like eerie.
I love it.
Yeah,
Really love it.
So Tyler, don't really have an answer for you, but
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully
That'd be
soon.
cool if they did it. The Megat asks, can you talk about how some cool people played Beast Boy Prime and did well? Nah, I don't talk about net deckers on the podcast.
no net decking.
No net
Shout
decking
out to
allowed.
Miles Kane
Shout out
for
to Miles
innovating
Kane.
some tech with Prime Beast Boy.
I agree.
And the Raven from the Wonder Woman set, who is basically just the new Blackheart. So 009
really sick.
Raven from the Wonder Woman set, check her out. Just power action, place 6. Get to place 2 monsters. Mr. Kong, he's back on the
Mr.
menu.
Kong, ooh.
So yeah, Miles
Yeah.
Kane, excellent team build.
Yeah, very good job. Very good. Shout out Miles Kane. Shout out to Generation CLIXYS Podcast.
Yeah,
Good
Ryan,
job.
you're cool too. Pete,
He's all right, I guess.
Dan,
Damn.
you guys are great.
Yeah, cool dudes. The Mr. Matt Reed, Mr. Redakis here says Hulk design idea: a shifting focus Hulk that starts out as Banner and has to achieve some task during the game to free shift into Hulk on your sideline at 75 points. Then that Hulk can do the same thing to shift into a Hulk that's like 150 points. How do you feel about this type of shifting focus? Interesting. Very Marvel rivalry.
Interesting.
Banner
We
to-
just saw a magazine preview of a Hulk.
Oh, that's
who,
right.
When
He
he
does
KOs
that.
30 points or more, he gets to upgrade into another Hulk.
Good
So I
job,
think
Matt.
you're actually. I don't know if you read
You're
that
onto
article and
something.
said, and then forgot about it, and they were like, "I have an idea."
I have an idea how he slept on it, and then he's like, "Oh, that's great! Oh my gosh, I have a great idea for Hulk design."
I mean, historically, the upgrade mechanics, like the
Alter Ego or Battlefield Promotion.
Battlefield promotion.
Battlefield
Thank you.
Promotion's tough.
Those were tough, but conceptually,
I liked playing
Loved
it.
them.
I liked
Yeah.
trying it.
And when it hit, it was like, "Oh yeah, baby!" So if they find a more streamlined way to do it, yeah, I love the idea. I also like building the Doomsday device, Red Skull.
Oh, dude, that Red Skull rocks
Uh-huh.
so much, dude. Double Weasel, just power action, one turn, power action the next turn.
And you get to build this crazy
This
Red
awesome
Skull.
Doomsday,
and then it gets
dude.
to ball out. I love mechanics
I
like
love
that.
that piece so much.
I mean, it's why I liked mystery cards so much too, because it's like, all right, I'm like kind of subverting my path for the game.
Building up and building out during the game is so much fun. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun.
So if they find a way to do it where it's not like busted or just completely useless, which honestly is a very tough balancing act when you already
It
have
is.
such a complex game to balance, threading another thread through the needle here, that's not easy.
True.
So it is either, I mean, if I have to choose between the two, I'll pick underpowered over overpowered every time,
Yeah.
because at least that way it's like, okay, this can be fun. But when it's like an automatic slam dunk effect, it's like you just kind of did that and then it happened and now you're just worth way more points than you were. That's not great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the mechanic.
No, it's cool. And then Dennis R asks, has an invite been sent to Simeon for December the 28th live stream? It hasn't yet. We'll have to see. We'll
Yeah,
have to see what happens.
I was actually wondering
I'm
when
curious.
you sent this message, Dennis. I saw
Yeah.
it right away, and I was like, I don't know. Yeah, because this was kind of his breakaway year, but he came back and he was an absolute stud in
Dude,
Memphis. He
insane.
was a huge help. It's also just it's fun to have him back
Just
on
rocks.
the scene after.
Yeah.
We were not necessarily like shorthanded, but definitely like just missing Simeon.
I just miss it, dude. It's like straight up. It's like, man, I just kind of miss Simeon.
We had-
just hanging out with Simeon.
Some of the funniest conversations I think in
Dude.
history in like the middle of the night in Memphis.
Yeah, in the middle of the night. No
Yeah.
kidding. Man, I thought, man, when you guys came back, I was like, clearly it's got to be like 11, 12.
Simeon and I came into the
2,
room at like
3
2 in the
a.m..
morning.
Oh my
and we were
gosh.
just laughing.
Ripping. It was so funny.
bad.
I mean, I was sleep deprived, and I was like, this is hilarious, though. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes, it was so funny.
I mean, I'd like to have him on. I think he was definitely a part of the year.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
absolutely.
question about it.
I mean, this was such a landmark year for Dial H. Like, we hit, like episode 500, we did the first ever unboxing that like wasn't Scott Porter first, which was like huge for us and everything else. We hit 2,000 subscribers, super close to 3,000 now as well. You know, we had our best showing ever at Worlds, the triple live stream, thanks to ACL and everything at the Alpha Strike, and then our own like live streams and everything. We like brought coverage to like nationals and everything. It's just an insane year for Dial H. Like, we did so much. We made, I think, some of our best videos. Like, straight up, like, the Peacemaker intro is amazing. The entire next phase Dial H network, you know, I would say straight up underappreciated. It was so much good work and just so awesome. And everything that, like, went into that was just huge.
Sure.
So, I think 2024 was just such a standout year for Dial H. So, by all means, like, Simeon is such a rooted, like, part of Dial H. I would love to have him on for, like, the live stream. So, yeah.
Yeah, if he wants to. He's absolutely invited, but this is the only time we're mentioning to him, so he has to listen to the show.
That'd be so cruel.
We did invite
you, actually. Simeon, we did invite you.
So really, you're the bad friend. That's what it's all about, guys, is gaslighting. Dial G.
Oh, dude.
Dial G for Gaslight Simeon.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Clip that.
Clip that. Put that on Facebook.
Oh, man. I think overall, though,
oh, gosh.
Yeah, super, super excited for Collector's Trove. I mean, if we don't have like a record turnout for the CLIXYS, I will be amazed because once again, guys, I can't stop promoting this enough. It's just a really fun night. We had a blast last time. We had an insane viewership for that. And we had a little bit to give away, but this year, it is
so much.
Quite literally like troves of stuff. Like the package they're sending us, I'm expecting it to be like a bathtub.
Oh, it's
and that
huge.
is all for you guys. That is all going to all of you guys who are going to watch the CLIXYS. We have a bunch of fun awards for the community throughout the year. We have some opportunities for you to win during the stream. You can win from the survey. You can win multiple times. We've selected a few of our favorites. We obviously have the super fan.
Oh, dude, the coveted Dial H super fan, where we just give an insane amount of prizing to the Dial H super fan. This is to the person that has interacted with so many videos, that has interacted with Ian and I personally, who is just like a great pleasure to be around, and just like is, stands
a standout member of the community as well.
Yeah.
Somebody who I think a big part of it for me is looks at the game in a perspective that is fun. Like, that's the biggest thing. And they bring their own style to it too. I really like that. So if we look at super fans past, you know, Tristan is somebody who's always rode his own wave.
Absolutely.
Is always a pleasure to play against. Don't think I've seen him get mad one time, you know.
Oh, no.
I don't think I've ever seen him
Literally
upset.
never.
Just always having a good time. Just embodies like the spirit of the game. And, you know, just a very appreciative person. You look at somebody like Bill, who has just done so much. Like, he's the guy who does all of the ELO data collection. Someone who always has fun. And someone who is also just very against the grain. If you haven't noticed, that's kind of the style we
kind of the
shoot
style
for.
of Dial H for Heroclix,
Yeah.
and also like what we want to hand out to
Style H.
Style H. I'm a Style H on them. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I'm excited. I will say right now we have selected our super fan.
Oh yeah, it is locked in.
It's locked in, and maybe we wait for the CLIXYS to tell them what the superfan trophy is.
Oh, we have to save that.
Yeah.
The superfan trophy is too good.
Last year we did the all gold Ameridroid.
And we made like a bunch of them.
Yeah,
which rock.
We still have them. They're the CLIXYS awards.
They are the CLIXYS awards.
So we'll have another one. We'll have a couple more this year.
Yeah.
And but this year's trophy is. I don't know if it ever gets better.
No, I really don't know if it does. It is.
It's so
dude,
good.
it's so funny. And it turned out so good. I'm so
way better than I thought it would, honestly.
So good. So yeah, and I think it encapsulates the year.
It really does.
Much, very much so.
Yeah, that'll be a fun night to talk about at the CLIXYS when we did that.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Any final shout-outs, Ian, before we let everybody go?
No, man. I don't think so this time around, but I do want to say, like, stepping into 2025, like, Heroclix feels really good again.
Yeah.
I was in a slump. I'm not anymore.
I really was. Post-Worlds, there was like a huge slump. If you look at our YouTube channel and you see like main video to just podcast upload, you're like, these guys, like the slump was pretty real.
We've been working on other things.
But we have been working on a ton of stuff, and I'm really excited. I think December is going to be a packed month. We kind of like are already kind of starting strong with a lot of Collector's Trove stuff. Again, thanks to WizKids. And so we're going to have a ton of content coming through for you guys leading up to the CLIXYS, and I'm super excited for it.
Yes, we will.
Just
fill that survey out below.
Exactly. Get the survey done, please. And yeah, let your voice be heard and let the CLIXYS happen. So yeah, think about all the awesome Heroclix games that you played this year. Standout figures, standout maps, and standout sets. Guys, thank you once again to Cool Stuff Inc. for sponsoring Dial H for Heroclix. You can find all the latest Heroclix singles and steel products at coolstuffinc.com. Use code DIAL5 for DIAL5 for 5% off your Cool Stuff Inc. order. Go to shop.wizkids.com. Use code DIALH10 for 10% off your Heroclix order. Not valid with certain pre-orders, iconics, other specialty promos. Guys, once again, for all of your Heroclix news, unboxings, videos, podcasts, and more, make sure you dial H. And like always, happy trails. And if you see Nova Shotgunner, Captain America tank, just know you're cooked. If you see
Daryl Rad
as Moon Knight or just anything, just know that your game is over in Marvel Rivals. Sorry. That's facts. No cap.
You're done.
Yeah, he's on your left. Yeah, he's on
There's a
your
cap,
left.
there's a cap.
A Captain America. Yeah, he's on your left. Yeah, he's on
There's
your
a shield,
left.
there's a shield.
And it's on your left. Yeah, he's on your left. Yeah, he's on your left. When he's on your left, he's on your left.